we already know that what had happened in Manipur in past 6 months, and because of the ethnic conflict between Meiteis and other tribal groups, we have seen that the humanity is compromised every day, women dignity is compromised every day, and child labor, child condition, child education is compromised every day, and it is still in a compromising mode. So now it's right time that we should talk about the peace agreement between different groups and the center and the various state governments. So that's why we have chosen this topic, and from this point of view, this topic becomes important for your GS2 perspective. So hello everyone, welcome to the new series of Drishti IAS. I am Ritu, and today we are going to discuss about UNLF and its peace agreement with center. So moving to the points of discussion part. First of all, we are going to discuss the news, and then we are going to discuss what is UNLF, which is United National Liberation Front, and then what is the precedent for the peace agreement, what about the other groups, and practice question for prelims and mains. So moving to the news part. So our Union Home Minister Amit Shah has made a peace agreement with UNLF, which is United National Liberation Front, and it is considered as a proscribed group of Manipur. And what is this proscribed group? So proscribed group are the groups which are involved in a various terrorist activities and which promotes terrorism. So this is a definition of the proscribed group, and it is designated as a proscribed group and one of the separatist leader groups in which they always ask about the secession from the India. So Union Home Minister had made peace agreement with UNLF, so that's why this topic becomes important, and it is expected that there would be more peace in the state because this group is very much influential, and if they will come to the peace agreement and if they will try to normalize the situation in the state, then there will be the more peace and prosperity in the state. So that's why we have chosen this topic. So we'll also discuss that what about the other valley based insurgent groups, that what they want and what is their opinion regarding such kind of the peace agreement. So moving to the next slide, which is about the UNLF. So when it was formed, so it was formed in 1964, November 24, 1964, and since then it has become active, and it is not just active in Manipur, it is also active in 𝐾𝐤 Hills and also in Myanmar. So this is a brief about the UNLF, and when this group was made, its hero or its president was 𝐴𝐻𝐻 Samren Singh, but after the death of Samren Singh, he was assassinated in 2000. The group divided into many parts, and currently we have two major parts of the group, and there are two prominent leaders of the group whose names are Khalalung Kamei and Thangkhopai Singsit, and they both were Naga and Kuki. It means they both were tribal. So moving to the next slide. Next slide is about what is the precedent of the peace agreement. So there are other valley based insurgent groups in Manipur, and they are not agreeing for such kind of the situation. They are saying that if you will make peace agreement with the center, then what is about their demand? And most of these groups have involved the tribal population, and they have a distinct demand that they are discriminated and marginalized in a particular state, and they are also overlooked by the central government. So they are not in a mood to make peace agreement, and so many experts are also saying that from Manipur, it is you can say it is the first group who is making peace agreement in such kind of situation. So overall, when it comes to the opinion, then most of the valley based insurgent groups are not ready to talk with the center and also with the state government. And we already had discussed that how the group has been divided, and right now the group has been divided into two parts. One is led by Pambay and other is led by Koirang. So Pambay is trying to make the peace agreement with the central government. On the other hand, Koirang is not in a mood to talk about such kind of the things. So moving to the next slide. Next slide is about what about the other groups. So there are other groups also like Kuki National Organization, Meitei National Army, and they are against the state government because they are saying that they are not agreeing the demands of the different communities. And the state government is also out from the peace agreement with these groups because they are saying that they are promoting terrorism in the state, they are promoting violence in the state, and they are also promoting poppy cultivation and forest encroachment in the state. So because of that, there is no good terms between these valley based insurgent groups and the state government. Now the challenge is that the central government has to make agreement with all these groups. On the other hand, we have also this challenge that whatever the central government current ruling political party we have also in the Manipur. So this is also a challenging situation because they both belong to the same political party. And if these groups are not happy with the current political party of the Manipur, then there are high chances that they are not in a mood to talk about the peace agreement with the central government because they have both the similar party. So this is also the other groups, and overall, if there is a question that with all these groups can we make peace agreement, so just signing with one peace group, we cannot say that there will be the more peace in the state, because this is among all those groups, this is one of the group. But few people are also saying that they are very influential in nature, and currently they had organized various camps, and they had also trained their so many military during the violence, and they are trained from the NSCN 𝐸𝐻𝐾 𝐏𝐫𝐞𝐥𝐢 group from the Naga army. So in that way they are getting support from the other tribal groups also and other insurgent groups also, and they are making alliance with them also. So if the central government is try to make a deal with them, then it would be influential for the state because they are influencing so many masses, and so many masses come to attend their programs and they try to become part of that kind of the army. So if the particular leader will come to the peace agreement, then definitely there will be the positive signs in the state and maybe there will be the peace in the state. But we cannot say surely that this will bring peace and prosperity in the state. But central government is trying their hands to make peace arrangement and normalize the situation of the Manipur. So moving to the next slide, this is a practice question for prelims. Consider the following statement regarding Kuki National Organization. It is an insurgent group active in the northeast region. The second is PS 𝐻𝐾𝐒 is the president of KNO, and here they are asking the correct statement and you have to answer in the comment section. Before moving to the mains part, first of all I want to tell you that what is the influence of all these groups we have. So in Manipur, when we talk about the Unlf, their base is also in the Myanmar and they were highly influential in Myanmar also, but right now their base is weakening. They are divided into two parts and all these sections are saying a different kind of things. Suppose that one section is not in a mood to talk with the peace thing with the central government, and one section is saying that they are ready to talk. On the other hand, there are sections who are talking about secession from India, which is not practically possible now. And so many states, so many groups are also saying that they want a different kind of land. It means that they should have a different kind of their land base in which whatever and which kind of the tribal groups people they want, they will be only living there. And they want a separate map from India also, and sometimes they want separate map from the Manipur, and sometimes they want all the 𝐾𝐈𝐾𝐒 community who are a part of such kind of the group, they should unite together and they should be given a separate kind of land. So in that way, because of various kind of demands and their lack of unity and vague kind of demand, their influence is decreasing. And from Myanmar also, the Janta, the military army of Myanmar, they have outs from the Myanmar and they have to come and migrate to the northeastern region. So in that way, they should come with a particular demand that okay, we all group have united and we have this kind of grievances from the central government and from the state government, and we have a single opinion that we want this kind of thing. Because of various kind of demand, and that too in a vague nature, these kind of groups are diminishing their influence in the state and so many people are relying on them. So it's a vague and it's a waste for them also. So moving to the today's mains part. So the question is, the northeast region of India has been infested with insurgency for a very long time. Analyze the major reasons for survival of armed insurgency in this region. And this question has been already asked in 2017. So first what you have to do, that you have to explain that what is insurgency and what are the insurgents groups. So in intro you have to explain two terms, and in very two lines you can explain these two terms, that what is insurgency and what are the insurgents groups, and you can name also like KNO, Unlf. So these are the insurgents groups. Then coming to the major reasons. So we have a different regions. Suppose that when it comes to the northeastern regions, what we can see that there are so many ethnic conflicts. So the ethnic conflict is the first reason. Then debate or divide between native versus non-natives. And what is this native versus non-native? So in the case of Manipur, we have seen that Meitei people were claiming that we are the natives of this country. On the other hand, the 𝐾𝐲 community has been migrated from the Myanmar. It means that they are non-native of this country. And whatever the land of Manipur, it belongs to the Meitei community, not the 𝐾𝐲 community, because they have migrated from the Lushai Hills and other part of the region. So this was another kind of the debate, and also their demands have been not addressed by the state government as well as the union government, and they have a different kind of demand. Suppose that in case of Naga, they have a demand of Nagalim. Bodo has also demand of Bodo land. So they have a different kind of demands. They want upliftment of the tribal communities, because most of the northeastern states are inhabited by the tribal communities, and also their inclusion in the mainstream India, because most of the time we have seen that northeastern region are highly neglected and they are off the map in various sectors. Their contribution is very low in the union government jobs, in the central government jobs. So in that way, they are also angry with the central government that they are not considered as a citizen of this country, and they are not given the equal attention what other states are getting, and they are just used as a vote bank politics. So in that way, they have a different kind of thing also. On the other hand, they have this land conflict. So these are the reasons that insurgency groups are survive in the state. On the other hand, lack of political will by both the state and union government. They sometimes they don't want to solve the problem also, and they want the problems to be remain. And because of that, the insurgency groups is increasing day by day. On the other hand, the insurgency groups are also politically patronized by various political parties and political leaders. So in that way, they are also promoting various insurgency in the state. So these are the major reasons we have that insurgency groups are still surviving, and they are increasing day by day. And in case of Manipur, their number has been increased, and each army is recruiting by 400 to 500 people, and they are training people according to their needs. So in that way, the central government and state government should come together, and they have to come to an equal conclusion where all these groups should be taken care of, their demand should be listened, and whatever the valuable things they can do for the state, they have to do, and they have to address and listen their demand. So that's it for today's lecture. If you have any query related to this lecture, kindly ask in the comment section. Thank you.